Good morning.
Morning.
Now, this is quite a brave thing to do, isn't it, Freddie?
It is. I mean, when I was asked to do it, it just felt like the right thing to do. I just got back from a gap year, which I really enjoyed, and I was about to go to university to do my degree in property. And I thought it was really important to sort of broaden my horizons and meet someone else in sort of the opposite position compared to me.
How limited were you in your knowledge of people from outside your social circle?
Well, I went to Borneo in my gap year, so I had come across people living in seriously bad conditions. So I'd been living in a hammock and things like that. So for me, I wasn't really worried about the conditions I was living in, and I wasn't scared about meeting someone from a different background either.
Well, thankfully, you got more than the hammock, didn't you?
Yes.
So what made you want to do it?
I kind of wanted to break the stigma that people living on the breadline have, that you have to look a certain way and talk a certain way and buy your food from certain places. I just kind of wanted to break that stigma and show that even on a limited budget, you can live well, and positivity is a state of mind. And it's something you have to choose.
And you've had to be very positive in your life.
Positive.
It's seen you through.
I definitely have. After my marriage broke down, after a series of tragic things that had happened, I'd had 2 miscarriages. My son was diagnosed with a hereditary blood condition, and that's why we had separated. And I had got to the point where I was only strong enough to carry one person through that situation, and I had to choose myself. So we had to put distance between us. And to be honest, it's been the best thing for both of us in terms of healing ourselves. But I wasn't in that situation because, you know, I was lazy or just wanted to sponge off the government. It was something that had to happen for me to survive, and I'm grateful for the government for helping me through that time.
What did you take round as a present when you arrived, first of all?
So I brought round a couple of things. So I brought a bottle of red wine.
Good, always good.
A mango, some chocolates and some sweets for the kids.
Why a mango?
Sean and Shayla. Why a mango? Because I wasn't really sure about the position Charmaine was in. You know, when you go on the show, you don't even know where you're going. You know nothing about the person you're staying with.
So you didn't know whether she'd seen a mango before?
No, of course not. I didn't know, because a lot of these people can't necessarily afford to buy fresh fruits and vegetables and things.
And that was a surprise, because I think you thought, oh, the presents are lovely, the mango's a bit random. But this is something you pride yourself on. You have a very limited budget, £40, but you do provide fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, a healthy diet for your kids. And I think you, Freddie, were quite surprised at how the money is strung out, how it's made to last.
Oh yeah, massively. I mean, of course, I'm sure you do your food shop, and you know how expensive organic food and vegetables are. And the fact that Charmaine has these coupons to get these vegetables, I just didn't even know existed. So.
Well, when being on this show, this was actually your sort of first ever experience of doing a full food shop, right?
Yes, it was. So, I mean, I'd been out to the supermarket before to go out and buy, you know, small things for, you know, meals and things like that. So, yeah, it was a very, very interesting experience, being put in charge of someone else's money, which is a lot for Charmaine. And it was really, as I think I said on the show, it was like being put in the cockpit of an aeroplane and being made to land the aeroplane. So
a bed of mangoes. How did he do, and how do you do it?
I buy a big hamper of meat from a company. I don't know if we could say who it is, but I buy a big hamper of meat from an online distributor.
Good.
I don't know. I'm gonna get around it. And that was worth £100, but I managed to lock myself into a deal where I get it for £66 basically, and I just kept that deal going, and I get it delivered every 8 weeks, so that lasts me 2 months. So I get 2 months worth of meat, which is essentially £30 a month, and then I use my top-up money to buy, you know, rice, pasta, and I batch cook. And, you know, luckily for my kids, I can't make a dish that's the same ever. So it's like we eat different food every couple of days.
What about take them out? Because you actually go to the pet shop, don't you?
Yeah, so obviously I can't take them to the zoo, so I'll take them to the aquariums, and you know it's like going to SeaWorld, and I don't know how long this is going to last, but for now they love it. Go to the pet shops, and you know they get to see snakes and spiders and all these random things that they love doing, and it kills a bit of time for me, gets them out of the house.
Do you think you guys are going to stay in contact? Do you think this will be? Do you think you'll meet up regularly?
I mean, we do message on Instagram, but since being asked to go on the show and filming it and everything, it's all been a whirlwind. And quite soon after finishing the filming, I headed off straight to university. So sadly, I haven't had the opportunity to meet up with Charmaine again since being on the.
But my mum wants him to come over and
but
cook for
I'm
her.
definitely going to come for Charmaine's mum's home cooking, and for Charmaine to come and see what my life's like.
Yes. What did you learn, Freddie?
I think one of the big things I learned was just how in such a negative situation Charmaine was in, she just always looks for the best in everything. There's always, you know, she's always looking for the bright side of life, which I think is an amazing thing.
Did it change your preconceived ideas of posh blokes like Chelsea?
Freddie did. I mean, I've heard some of the other stories, and I was like, oh my goodness, thank goodness, I got a good egg. Oh. So I was just really lucky, but that's just the way things happen for me because law of attraction. So I'm like,
oh, I'm with you.
Send me the right person.
I'm a big believer.
Well, it's lovely to have you both here. Thank you both very much indeed for coming on. We'll look forward to seeing your Rich Kids Go Skint. It's tonight at 9 on 5 Star, and thank you both.
Thank
you.
Good luck with the property degree as well.